Good afternoon. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you're new to the channel, please hit the notification bell. And it looks like we got another load of Model Ys. So it looks like we got content for days. All right, so we're going to be doing a quality check with this Model Y. We're going to check out 3 Model Ys and basically go throughout each and every panel to make sure that the build quality is good. And this is what you want to do whenever you're taking delivery of a Tesla Model Y. You want to do as many checks around the vehicle as possible. And after you've done with the exterior, that's when you do the inspection with the interior. Before driving off the lot, you want to make sure that the car is built to the best of their ability. So let's take a look at the left side here. Let's take a look at the hood. Let's move on to the right side. And the car is beautiful. Let's take a look at the hood. And these cars are selling like hotcakes. It looks like they're sold out for 2021. So, all right, let's continue with this quality check. Let's take a look at the VIN. Let's take a look at the right side here, the driver's side door, to make sure that they're all flush. And it's flush. Let's take a look at this back side over here, and it's flush. Let's take a look at this over here. This panel is nice and tight, and that's what we want to see, guys. That's what we want to see. Look at that trunk gap. It's beautiful. It's just, I'm just so glad. And it looks like maybe somebody at the Fremont factory has been watching our videos and has started to improve the quality of the Model Y. And that was my goal. My goal was to hold Tesla accountable for the cars that they build. These are very expensive vehicles, and we as customers must assure that they're building the cars to the best of their ability. If they're not, we're going to refuse the VIN. But I can assure you, these are coming out good, and I'm so excited and glad to inform you guys that a lot of the problems that they were having initially were, I spoke too soon. That door is poking out a little bit. I don't know if you can see, it's just poking out a tad little bit. Nothing to worry about. Any vehicle that has a defect or an issue, just make sure you point it out and they'll be glad to fix it for you. This is something that it's no biggie. All they have to do, for instance, this door, all you have to do is remove the door, do a slight adjustment, put it back on, and bam, it's good as new. So, yeah, this is not a big problem, and this definitely gets a pass. All right, so let's move on to another Model Y. Now, let's move on to this Model Y over here, and let's check this out. So let's examine the lights. And many of you may know that the new headlights are only coming in the performance model. Due to a shortage in parts, Tesla is not able to put the new headlights in all the versions of the Model Y as of yet. But don't worry, they're coming soon. You shall start seeing the new headlights. Right now, they're only geared to the performance versions. So the front of this Tesla is looking good. Let's take a look at the VIN here. Let's take a look. And these are the rims under the hubcaps. If you want, what you can do is you can buy the center console, powder coat this black, and bam, you have yourself a very sporty looking Model Y. But you're going to have to sacrifice a little bit of range if you do so, because the hubcaps are the most efficient wheels that Tesla has to offer. But if you choose to take off, you do lose maybe 1 or 2 kilometers of range. But for the look, I definitely would probably do it. So let's continue on and let's look at this side here to see if it's flush. And yes, it is. The doors are nice and flush and together. Okay, we do got a slight issue that I am going to have to bring up, because look at that. You can almost see inside there. Look at that. You see that? That is something that I would have to have a complaint about. This should be as tight as possible. The trunk door should be as tight as possible. So we do have an error with this Model Y that I would have to bring to their attention, because I don't like it. So let's continue on to the right side here. Let's see if it's flush. And it's flush. Let's move on to this door to see if it's flush. And it's flush. This is the white with the black interior. I don't know what this plastic piece right here. This is probably a protection for while they're being transported. But yeah, I don't know why that's there. But yeah, besides that, besides the trunk issue, I would have to say, unfortunately, this is not going to get a pass. I'm not going to pass it, because that trunk issue is something they would have to address for me. And I would be really upset if I was taking delivery and I had a big gap in my trunk. I would tell them, hey, you got to fix it in order for me to sign that and write that check. All right, so let's do another Model Y. All right, we got ourselves another Model Y. And this is our third and final Model Y that we're going to be doing. And it does have the plastic in front of it. From the front, I can assure you that this looks beautiful. No problems over here. Let's take a look at that VIN. Let's continue on. These are the upgraded rims that you'd have to pay a few thousand, or you can choose to powder coat those rims and save a lot of money. It's your choice. So, and the two things that I highly recommend that you get on your Tesla is, first, paint protection film for the whole vehicle. If you can afford paint protection film for the whole vehicle, I highly suggest that you do that, because you'll prevent yourself from having any rock chips. And the paint job on this vehicle is not the best, but they are going to start improving the paint quality on version 2 Model Y. But for now, I would suggest that if you can't afford getting the whole PPF on the vehicle, at least get it on the front bumper and get it on the back bumper. And the reason why I would say to get it on the back bumper is because if you're involved in a minor accident, like something where you come bump to bump with another car, you can actually preserve your bumper, because if any scratches that come on the vehicle, you can just take the paint protection off and the bumper will be good as brand new. And I can assure you that the paint protection film does protect with light accidents. Not major accident, but if you have an accident if you unfortunately have an accident on your vehicle, you can save yourself paying for a whole bumper by getting paint protection film. And the two likely spots you're gonna have an accident is either in the rear or in the front. So those are the two sections I highly recommend that you get paint protection film. because also these vehicles are a bug magnet because they don't come with a grill, and bugs, they love the Tesla. I don't know why they love it so much, but they love it. Like anytime a bug sees your Tesla Model Y, it just slaps itself on it. So let's continue on with the quality check, because it looks like I got a little bit off track. Okay, so let's continue on with the driver's side door. And let's do the test. And it's nice and flush. And guess what? That is what we want to see. This gap here is just a little bit too big for me. Look at it. It's just, see that? Like, it looks like you shouldn't be able to see inside there. Like, what's going on? And this is a new problem that I'm starting to see that's a lot of these Teslas are starting to have, is the trunk and this panel over here. It just has too much space. This is unacceptable. I'm sorry. Like, they continue to have problems, but let's see the right side door to see if it's flush. Now the right side door is coming flush. I can assure you of that. And if you look at this panel right here, look at this panel. And let me show you the other side. Do you see what I'm talking about? Do you see that is not consistent with the right side and left side? Like, take a look again. And this is the exact same panel on the other side. Like, please, Tesla, fix this issue. And if you see this issue on your Tesla Model Y, complain. Tell them, hey, look at it, and have them fix it. So let's check if the door is flush. And the door is flush. So unfortunately, we're not giving this a pass due to that trunk issue. That space is just too big for me, and I would not accept that. So if you're thinking about ordering yourself a Model Y, S, X, or 3, even a Cybertruck, even a solar roof, my link will be in the description, where both you and I will receive 1,500 kilometers supercharging free credits or 1,000 miles of free credits. And I tell you, these free credits come in handy when you're on a long trip. Like, thanks to a lot of people that have taken my referral code, I'm now able to travel around for free. So that's why I suggest use a referral code. You don't necessarily have to use mine. You can use your brothers or sisters. You can use anybody that has a Model Y. Just make sure you use it so you get the credits. All right. So that's all I gotta say. So thank you and have a nice day. Hey, would you like to win a Tesla Model 3? All you have to do is like, share, comment, and subscribe. And one lucky subscriber will win a Tesla Model 3.